and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. The give is to Williams. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. There's some room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like feature him, the offense goes through him. You gotta love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Right down the middle. It's caught. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The give is to Williams.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Couldn't make the grab in the end zone, but this flag looks as if it'll be on the defense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Williams. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a third. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's running free down the middle. At the 20. back to the house.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Porter. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the delay, it's Williams. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Throwing Simmons. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with him. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Third and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Simmons fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Carr on play action. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to.
He'll try to take it back. Got enough for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Coming out with it, it's Porter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Carr. He'll get rid of it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Caught by Williams on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running inside, it's Williams. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
Man, that's a really good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, they got in the red zone, but made a big play on 3rd down now.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Inside the 40. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Working that left side. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
And that's a big throw.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. 4th down, Carr. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, 4, ready.
Here's Carr to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Going for it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the left side, it's Hardy. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here's Simmons to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. The give to Hardy. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Here's a heat. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Carr. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Carr to throw for it on 4th. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Missouri wants to go fast.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that.
Makes the grab in their space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Throwing Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mobley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Here we go, ready. Black 88, Black 88, go.
The run inside, it's Williams. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on! They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. Then they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Forced out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Simmons. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Pulls it in, it's Lee. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a middleable gain and no first down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Here's Simmons to throw. He's got the tight end. He stopped short of the first down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground with Hardy. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Missouri!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Play action, C.J. Carr. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Carr. Under fire. He's going for a big play downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Tell you what, defensive players don't